All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all the praise and the glory and honor to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rahah, Kodash, which I give me the spirit, strength to do this lesson. All right, and also want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Rule well, teach well, spirit of Yahweh Shai. My Shalom, while by rocking to the elect, beginning with the 144,000, which I scattered abroad in every place, being the time ready to be saved. Shalom. Alright, real quick, um, I'm gonna go into the article. Alright. Going to this article. And, pretty much, impart my thoughts about it. Let's just get right on into it. It says, scientists sound alarm. It's like scientists sound alarm after witnessing disturbing change in wild animal behavior that does create problems. All right. Now, the reason why I'm going into this article is because, ultimately prophecy, right? Because seeing this, proves that Yahweh Shai is working to bring forth, terror or judgment via, wild animals. All right. Now, they have movies and series that relate to that prophecy. And one of them that comes to mind is, the series called The Zoo. All right. And all those animals, wild animals, was unleashed upon mankind. All right. And, did work on, the wicked, man. Which is, those that are not those that don't obey, don't know Yahweh Shai. All right, pretty much. So let's read a little bit more in this article. It says wild animals are increasingly adjusting to urban environments through a process known as synchronization. Can't get it. That's an undoubtedly bad sign. You see? That's an undoubtedly bad sign. Right? And we judge the times through these signs. All right? So this is how we know that prophecy is coming to pass. All right? He said that's undoubtedly a bad sign. It serves as a warning for how much nature has been damaged by urbanization. Yep. Let's read a little bit more. It says a new analysis by nonprofit news site Particle highlights how cyanidization is reshaping wildlife behavior across the globe. Wow. It said, as the report outlines, many wild species, including squirrels, raccoons, foxes, badgers, and even coyotes, are now more prevalent in cities than in their traditional habitats. That's right. You see that? So what does this tell you? This ain't just happening for nothing. Nah, it's a purpose behind it. All right. Because Yahweh Shemel Shai is getting ready to put the spirit on these wild animals. And they're going to turn on these people, man. All right. So once again, it says that they are prevalent in cities than their traditional habitats. All right. And ooh, it's lucky. Allergies is killing me. And what scripture comes to mind? Let's see. Let's get it. Okay, this is Second Ezra, chapter 5, verse 8. It says, "There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be often sent out again." And we're seeing all of this right now, currently. All you gotta do is watch the news. All right. That's why Yahweh Shah said, watch. Watch the news. All right. It says, fire shall be off, sent out again. And the wild beast, now this is the point. It says, and the wild beast shall change their places. Right. So they're going to leave their traditional habitat, like we said, seen in the article, and migrate to um these these cities. All right. So I'm read that again. And the wild beast shall change their places. So look, man, all this right here, these are signs that indicates that we're in the end. This was the sign that was given unto Esdras, the prophet, via the angel. All right. So I'm gonna read that again, man. There shall be confusion also in many places, and their fire shall be often sent out again, and the wild beast shall change their places. That's right. So wild beast, they're not friendly. Okay, a wild beast is not friendly. All right, let's get that understood. And it just say any beast. It said wild beast. They're not friendly to humans. All right, and they're going to eventually start attacking these people, man. Let's see. Let's prove that. see, KJV. Slack. Jeremiah 15. Okay. Jeremiah 15. This is Jeremiah 15:3. It says, and I will appoint over them 4 kinds. 4 kinds of judgment, said the Lord. The sword to slay, the dogs to tear, right? And the fowls of the heaven and the beast of the earth to devour and destroy. You see that? To devour and destroy. So there's a reason why they're changing their places, right? You know, and it's not gonna be like the movie Jumanji, all right? When animals, migrated over here. No, it's not gonna be like the movie Jumanji, man. All right, those animals are set up to come over here so that they can eventually uh, uh, devour, as we're reading right here, you people, man. That ain't right. All right, and we're just here to warn you because this is what's coming. I went into a lesson 2 days ago about all kinds of evils being brought upon these people, man. All right. And as it says in 2 Ezra 8:50, many great miseries shall come upon them that shall dwell in the last days upon the earth. This is a good example of that. All right. So, it said, and the beast of the earth shall, read that again, and I will appoint over them 4 kinds, said the Lord. The sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy. That's right. So this is what we got coming, man, here on Earth, man. Like you said in the article, this is happening globally. These animals, wild animals, migrating from that habitat. All right. So yeah, with that being said, Lord, winner edifying. Until next time, shalom.